All right. Welcome to Revolver Broadcasting's A Few Shots. I'm Alan McFarland, the host of Laughing Libertarian. Next to me,
it's Joshua Cummins, the host of Faith, Family, and Politics.
Hey, go ahead. Let's just start here. One more.
Cheers.
There we go. Cheers. And if you haven't seen this show before, we are going to watch a video and we're going to take quite a few shots at every politician and, well, every random person in the video who deserves it. But before you get too comfortable, or at least after the video, make sure to check out everything Revolver Broadcasting at Rumble, YouTube, Facebook, and like, share, and subscribe. That'd be fantastic. Yeah. Come out and check out Laughing Libertarian. Don't show the kiddos. Definitely go check out Faith, Family, and Politics.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. We're in all those places too.
Let's go ahead and get it.
Yeah, so this video here comes from Breitbart. We have to give them their credit so that they don't get mad. Not
Fair
that
enough.
they would, because I think that they're a pretty good establishment. But this is about AOC and a town hall.
One of my favorite topics.
Absolutely. Here we go.
Congresswoman, none of this matters unless there's a nuclear war, which you voted to send arms and weapons to Ukraine. Tulsi Gabbard, she's left the Democratic Party because they're a bunch of war hawks. Okay? You originally voted, you ran as an outsider, yet you've been voting to start this war in Ukraine.
Hold on, I gotta pause it right there.
Okay.
He said some stuff that was very true at the beginning, kind of trailed off with the Tulsi Gabbard stuff. It kind of lost me there with the Tulsi Gabbard stuff, which we talked about on Faith, Family, and Politics. If you go check that out, you'll find out exactly what I feel about that. But he's telling it like it is. I mean, she's voting for all the wrong things. It's just hurting the Americans.
I have to say, what gets me is that this is a town hall. This is a town hall from a representative that has a massive Twitter following, right? Yeah. They have people that just will viciously defend her.
Yeah.
But look how empty that town hall meeting is. It's pretty
look
bad.
At all these people.
It's like, seriously, it's like, what was this last minute, or people just don't like her, or it's a horse stable.
Well, you know, and also you'll notice that unlike the Trump rallies, they actually turned the camera around, and there's still no people.
No people. And you know, I love this person, you know, stepping up and saying something. I kind of wish I could hear what her rebuttals are. She does. She's trying to say something.
Audio's kind of muffled there, but I don't know what killed the audio. It could be just because they were all like shouting over her and just trying to shut her down because she's awful. And they have the right to do so. Let's continue, I think.
Absolutely.
Voting to start a thermonuclear war with Russia and China. Why are you playing with the lives of American citizens? You're playing with our lives.
There will be no neighbors if there's a nuclear bomb.
Dude.
I mean, she's been playing with their lives the whole time, like when she made Amazon not move in. I mean,
yeah.
Could you imagine how many more people in her district would have been employed?
Yeah. Yeah, they needed those jobs. And Bezos would have appreciated the extra $100,000 per year, I think, or so, whatever it generates out of that one place. But
so there's no neighbors if there's a nuclear bomb.
At least there's no mean tweets.
That's fair. That's fair. But yeah, I mean, it's hard for me on this because I'm like, yeah, okay. I love seeing her get hers, but I'm also like, oh man, this person is equally as extreme in their rhetoric, right? There will be no neighbors if their bomb fall out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, well, I mean, if there is nuclear war, I mean, whoever survives, they're going to be drawing Hello Kitty for the next 70 years. So let's see what else they had to say.
You voted to mobilize and send money to Ukrainian Nazis. You're a coward. You're a progressive socialist. Where are you against the war mobilization? He's telling the right truth. You have done.
Wait.
It's on the right truth?
He's telling the right truth.
Right? You know,
conservative truth?
That's that.
I think they're part of the walk away program.
It's a speak your truth instead of speaking the truth.
Yeah.
You know, she's a progressive socialist. Where is she on the war? Why is she voting for war? Yeah. I mean, less mouths to feed with socialism. You send people over there to die. That's less people you have to feed, I think.
Democrats are the new war hawks.
It's true.
They just want to start war with everybody.
Ukrainian Nazis, sending money to them. We knew this. We already knew this. And what did Zelensky tell us? He was like, oh yeah, sure, there they are, but we put them in their own platoon. They only hang out with each other.
Yeah. If you're one of those people that really is worried about Ukraine, and I'm sure that the general citizens I care about for sure, but the government there is highly corrupt. And Zelensky, if you're a fan of his, just go look for his stand-up and tell me you're still a fan of his after you look at his stand-up. The guy tried to him and his guy, I don't know, his
comedic partner of some sort.
Yeah, comedic partner. That's the word I was looking for. Thanks. Yeah, they tried to play a penis with their male genitalia.
Wow.
And supposedly that's funny. I didn't find it.
I don't see that being too funny, but yeah, you're right. I mean, it's a massive amount of corruption over there, and again, just like you, I feel for the people, but most of those people have gotten out by now. And I do have a lot of questions as to why we're so involved, especially with our retired military.
Well, and talking about them being Nazis over there, like what opened my eyes to Ukraine and them being so heavily influenced by the Nazi idealism was actually a documentary, surprisingly, from Vice. Which they never get anything right. But
so would you say before you saw that you did not see that coming?
I did not see that coming.
That's fair. Sorry, guys. They're not all gold, okay?
Yeah.
A couple of them are brass.
Sometimes you just need to put a blanket over your head. But that was the one thing that I actually saw. It was truly informative because this guy walked the documentary host. He was actually walking around all through Ukraine, and he happened to be a black gentleman, and I don't know how he survived it.
That's what I was just thinking when you said sometimes you had to put a blanket over your head. I'm like, yeah, because in Ukraine you can't find all the sheets. They've made clothes out of them.
Yeah, they probably have.
They just cut 2 eye holes in it, and boom. Ugh.
Ghosted.
Thing. Tulsi Gabbard has shown guts where you've shown cowardice. I believed in you, and you became the very thing you sought to fight against. That's what you've become. You are the establishment, and you are the reason why everybody will end up in a nuclear war unless you choose to stand up right now and denounce the Democratic Party. Will you do that?
What does that change?
Yes or no? Okay, simple. Are you going to stop nuclear war? Yes or no?
Wow. Okay, that was very simple.
Yeah.
So she says, "I cannot hear you." He's shouting at the top of his lungs. I don't know how she can't hear him.
I mean, the acoustics may suck in there.
It's an auditorium, man. I know. I've been on plenty of stages in auditoriums, and I've given speeches like this, but not getting shouted down, of course. But there's no way. There's
don't think so?
No, absolutely not. I've been in that. Well, where she's standing and having to hear people from an audience perspective, but also have ran sound for auditoriums like this. And
I was just thinking the sound coming in because generally those are all designed in a cone shape so your sound goes out clearly.
Yeah.
I didn't know about it coming in. I'm not defending her. I'm just trying to.
Yeah. Well, down in the pit where she's at,
right,
you can hear clearly. If
okay,
she was
that's
up
fair.
on the stage itself, then that sound would have been blocked pretty well.
Gotcha.
But yeah, no, not down there in front of the pit. She certainly can hear.
I'm sorry, but just the change isn't going to come from her just denouncing the Democratic Party by herself. That's where I was like, okay, you can denounce it. Whoop-de-doo. Makes you feel better about her, I guess, for 30 seconds, or at least makes that guy feel like he won. Yeah. But it doesn't change anything. The machine's in motion.
Yeah, it certainly is. And I just couldn't believe that she said, "I cannot hear you," and he's like, "Well, but are you going to, say no to nuclear war? Yes or no?" That's a pretty simple question. You just go, "I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no."
Oh,
that's how you answer that. That's where you're supposed to answer that.
I didn't. Yeah, that's it.
You already hit the button.
Yeah.
Dang it. Well, goodbye, folks. Now. All right, let's see if there's anything left on this thing. I think we're just about wrapping it up.
I believe so.
There is no line because this is bullshit. None of this matters if we're all dead. None of it. You know that. then let's take it up right now, because this is the only thing that matters. This is the only thing that matters right now. We could be in a nuclear war at any minute, and you continue to fund it. That's what's going on. Why not right now?
Because you are being rude to everyone.
Rude.
You're the liar here.
Okay.
Nobody has held you accountable.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much the end there.
Okay, so there's two things that I take from this. First of all, I don't like the way he's doing this.
Yeah, he's shouting, but he's obviously not going to be heard. They've decided on who they're going to hear from down at the front there.
I mean, more of this like it's, and granted, this is her own people, right? Yeah. So we're hoping this is their own people, because this is how they react to a lot of people who are speaking who are conservatives, right? So yeah. I don't like the whole shouting down somebody to make my point, talking over them, just that flash mob mentality of, hey, we're all just going to start screaming at you. Because when people open their mouths like that, other people's ears close. And I don't like that. I don't like the victim mentality this person has. Literally, if a nuclear war happens, it doesn't mean we're all going to die.
Some.
Yeah.
But not all.
There'll be shadow people.
Same amount, just dustier.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when the bomb went off of Hiroshima and wherever you were standing, because it bleached all the stones, but you were standing there, so you have that nice little outline that didn't bleach. So you're a shadow person. Yeah. See?
Good reminder, I guess.
It's fair. Anyway, go ahead.
No, what I was going to say is what I do like about the fact that he's shouting. I mean, not to knock what you're saying there, but because I think that they had particular people, just like with Joe Biden, where they have the little card and she's going to call on these specific people and answer specific questions. Everything's prefabbed, so she has all softball questions, and she's not answering any of the actual questions that they really want to know the answer to. And here he says, no, you're my representative. I'm going to be heard, and I'm going to ask you the question. So, and I don't know that was a situation here, but I feel like it was.
No, that's fair.
Judging the fact that he's not sitting up closer to her, because again, we established early on, there's not very many people in there. He totally could have sat closer.
No, he definitely could have. And what I would say, I'm fine with her own people doing that. I'm not okay with conservatives doing that. I don't think it's as classy.
I mean, I would say that if I'm your representative, if I was in that position, and you felt like you weren't being heard, I would encourage this.
Okay,
I would encourage this because I want to be able to answer to the people that I'm representing, because you're in service of the people. Certainly there's going to be those softball questions. You can always get to those after the public part of it is over. You can get to the softball questions because they're going to do that with the media anyway. But all the tougher questions, like this young man's asking, and the other young man, I think though I would welcome that.
Okay, see, I'd want to see what led up to that.
Yeah, as long as it's not a violent rhetoric, loud is good with me.
Okay. It's fair. I mean, I don't know the situation behind this.
Yeah,
I don't know if maybe he was trying to ask a question, they were denying him.
That's why I feel like what's going on there.
And so if that was what's happening, then yeah, I mean, you have to get heard. Maybe if he was being denied that, to me, I just don't want to see a lot of what we see we've seen with Ben Shapiro, where he's literally just there doing something and then someone comes in and just starts screaming and yelling. And that's what I feel that I'm seeing. It's just like, okay, yeah, when she said you're being rude, well, he is being rude. Was there a better way for him to go about it? I mean, if there wasn't, then that's all he has.
She's just mad because he wasn't hypnotized by her big juicy booty.
Oh, that's it. That's it. Not a Stein guy myself, but even hating on her, it's just because you want to date her.
Apparently so. Nay.
And what she doesn't realize is that, if a nuclear war happens, they'll just date her tombstone.
I get to see the selfies now.
Numbers with dash in the middle. That's all it's going to be. She's going to be dated in the way that she didn't expect from this guy's perspective. That's not a call to action. That is not any kind of violent situation. It's just sheerly a nuclear war joke made off this guy's comment.
We always have to clarify. That's pretty sad that we have to clarify that.
Isn't it? Isn't that pretty bad? We can say with a smile on our face and they're like, oh, did he just threaten her life? No.
It's like, warning, this coffee fresh from the pot might be hot.
All I want to say, guys, is if you watch my show, like literally if something happens to her, I mean, I lose a little bit of material. Like, I guess I lose a pretty good, funny chunk of material. So
70%.
So yeah, I mean, as long as she's out here saying stupid things, I have fun stuff to say about it.
Yeah, I think she had it coming a little bit. This is the what goes around comes around, like Justin Timberlake said. She just needed to be a little bit humiliated, but she also I think she just instead of saying, "Well, you're just being rude," I think she should have just attempted to answer the question first.
And the question was about the area that has the Crimea River.
Good work.
Sorry, some Justin Timberlake.
Yeah. Another hashtag. But yeah, I think she should have just at least attempted to answer his question, and then maybe he would have been quiet. If she felt like he was being rude, at least then she could say, "I tried."
Right.
Then she could go as far as like, "Oh, I actually tried to answer your question, sir, but now you're just being
you're being belligerent." Yeah, I mean, he did leave a space there. He did pause and just say, "Answer the question." And then she was like, "Oh, well, I can't hear you." Okay, well, here, I'll make it simple.
Yeah.
Well, I'll answer your question later. Well, why later?
Yeah.
So
what she meant to say was
never.
That's politician speak for never. Because I'm jetting as soon as the softball questions are done.
Right.
Yeah, and she knows that she's got enough protection from whatever armed guard she's got going on there, that she's going to get out of there safe.
Apparently not the Capitol Police that she's scared of. Where is she?
So that's that. So none of you have ever heard about January 6th, but apparently it happened.
It did. Wasn't just a cold day in January, apparently.
Well,
apparently she was 2 blocks away and freaked out. When the police, hey, what if that police
she
officer
almost died.
I know it was, where is she? Every time I hear her say that, and with that, where is she? I always think maybe it was a female officer. It's ma'am. Every single time. I'm like, that was somebody that you represent just coming to find you and save you.
Da, 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 da. Well, I think we've swung at AOC just enough here with a few shots. What do you think?
I think so.
Close it out with a cheers.
Let's do it.
Make sure you follow Revolver Broadcasting on YouTube, Rumble, and Facebook, and Laughing Libertarian, Faith, Family, and Politics. And we'll see you guys on the next one.
We'll see you then.
Oh,
wait, what?
One more thing. Hey, if you got any videos that you want us to see, put them in the get us some, put them in the comments. Let us know. We want to watch what you want us to watch. We'll tear it apart for you.
Make you laugh.
Woo woo. All right, guys. Bye.
Bye.